What is up, dudes? Grandpa, welcome back. I made this video a while ago, basically last year, but it's been some glitches and too much animation in the background. It was during Halloween and I said I gotta do this video again, and hopefully this time ain't gonna be some issues as in some videos that I've done, and I apologize for that. So today we'll talk about as the best tier 5 MBT premium, obtainable or not. Now you have them obtainable, and which one it is in my opinion the best one as per damage, armor, mobility, abilities, fun, and prices, if it is something to say about the price itself or not. So we have Chieftain MK11, Object 279, T72 Victory, T72 Arctic with the skin Arctic, Type 74. Now let's start with Chieftain MK11. This is a purchase tank I purchased. It was a discount. It was recently introduced in the shop, and I said, man, I gotta get this tank so I can have my collection, you know, finished. Sustain damage. It does 380 penetration with 480 damage, reloads in 8 seconds. Defense. It has 2400 health points with a specific armor on the turret because it's very different from the his counterpart, the non-premium version. It's a bit different, stronger a bit, but not the best one. It's just the turret. 52 kilometers an hour, acceleration in 7 seconds. Quite a slow tank from my experience. Utility, it is the camouflage to 12%, so it's not the best one, even though if you put it while being stopped is 17, for 10 meters, vision while moving, for 65 while being stopped. Gun elevation, gun depression, minus 12 to 20, depression elevation, you know, degrees. Yeah, this is a tank made for sniping only, and for sniping you can see that the gun can go down as much as the upper plate, but yeah, I have some good matches with him, 7 matches since I purchased, but in my opinion it's not a fun tank to say the least to have it and to invest money. If you have the luck to get it in the I don't know, in some crates, okay. If I'm gonna keep this tank in this comparison, no. The next one, it is the Object 279. Now before we get into this Object 279 is not like the Object 279 from World of Tanks or from other games, War Thunder or whatever. This is a tank that really looks like this in real life. It's not nerfed so much, but the design itself as the tank, it isn't, you know, as in other games. You have 300mm penetration with 630 damage, 3.6k damage per minute, reloads in 10 seconds, 2150 health points. Mobility is 55 kilometers an hour, acceleration is 6 seconds, so a bit higher or lower as you put it on the scale than the Chieftain, but heavier. Camouflage is 18%, which is higher than Chieftain. 400 meters vision range while moving without retrofits or something. Gun elevation, gun depression 9 to 19. So yeah, the tank, it's quite big, gotta say, and heavy, but I had some really good matches with him. Again, this is a purchasable tank. I got it from the store for a few bucks. Yeah, you can get it, or you can buy it, or you can win it, whatever you wanna say. But for me, it was worth it because I had some good matches. I played even PvP with this tank, and even during was his release, you could have get also a skin, something with some camo on it and a flag and so on. If I'm gonna find the image, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Should I keep it or leave it? I'm gonna keep it, and also I'm gonna show you the matches. So I have 22 matches with 95.5% win rate. The next one is T72 Victory and T72 AV. Now these two tanks, one of them has to go. they're not such a big difference when you add to compare, but it's slightly, I don't know, man. One is better, one is not. One reloads faster, one does not. So the best matches that I had between these two were with T72 AV. With T72 Victory, I got it for free in Christmas crates about 2 years ago, if not mistaken. And it was just a tank that I got it. I played a few matches, but not the funnest ones I played it. So, as a reserve, I'm gonna talk about T72 AV. Sustained damage. 400mm penetration, 450mm penetration with 570 damage, nearly 4k damage, 8 seconds reload, some defense points of 2250, so slightly higher than Object 279, with some interesting armor, probably the best armor among up to now the tanks we compared. It has, if you guys want to see, it says textolite laminate and composite with quartz inlays on the upper plate and so on. Mobility 55 kilometers an hour, acceleration in 4 seconds, so it's quite a fast tank. This one is faster than all of the other ones up to now. Targeting, it says -6 gun depression and 14 degrees gun elevation. This tank, it's made for aggressive fighting, close combat fighting, and I forgot to mention that it has a 20% camo rate, probably one of the best ones, and 450 meters vision range while moving and 470 meters vision while stopped. So this tank is made for close combat, close fighting, close engagement. Don't be scared to go with him. Is it worth to purchase and to buy or to invest in it or to get it? Yeah, it is a fun tank to play and to make money. Or for collection purpose. Should I keep it or leave it? I'm gonna keep it. Let's go to the last one. The last one is Type 74. This is a battle path reward tank. Right now it isn't in the shop, but sooner or later it's gonna be in the shop. And if you're lucky to get it in the battle path shop for a few coins, probably, I don't know, 10k, 900, 9000, I don't know. Because it's less than a tier 6, you know, the tier 6 is 12.999k coins. So this tank, it is basically the STB1 from World of Tanks, the design output and so on. Not so much armor, but let's get into details. It says 400mm penetration with 420 damage, nearly 3.7k damage per minute, reloads in 8 seconds 42, defense 2200 health point, not so much armor, mobility 61 kilometers an hour, acceleration 5, utility 20%, camouflage 425 visual range while moving, so it's one of the best tanks for scouting or active scouting. Play a bit of scouting. Gun depression, gun elevation -8 to 9 degrees. What's my opinion about this tank? This tank is not made for fighting. It's again a tank made for sniping engagement, but it's not a bad tank. It's very versatile. I had a few matches with him, just 2. Should you buy this tank or spend coins on it or gold? In my opinion, yes, because it's a good tank. Probably ain't gonna be so high on prices. It looks quite fine. Well, not with this skin, but I put this skin on him because, you know, I wanted to see much more like different, to be like different. But keep it or leave it. I'm gonna keep this tank for the comparison. Which one of these tanks, in my opinion, it's the best one? Price, abilities, if it has or not, damage output, survivability in the matches and so on. In my opinion, the best one, it is the Object 279 with ability, with a massive gun that can do a hell of a lot damage than most of these two tanks. And if you put some retrofits on him, something like reloading, you know, I don't know, improve ventilation and so on. This tank, it is freaking good. You can make a lot of damage. So here we are in the polygon. Hopefully this time ain't gonna get any fails or something like this with the recording. Let's talk about the tank itself. So the tank itself looks quite fine, acts quite fine, acceleration is pretty fine. The gun it's also fine. So abilities, you can go lower and play, let's say, on the ridge lines or on hills, or just to pop out to spot some tanks. The gun, it's very good. You can use either high explosive or AP, or you can blend them. You can do a hell of a lot, you know, damage with this tank, a lot of damage, and survive some very nasty shots and so on. It's totally worth it. At tier 5 is not so much to speak about the tanks, because mostly of the tanks are like 2 or 3 shots. The only advice I can give you is to use a lot of more high explosives for some targets like this ones or this ones, because also right now the AI is different. Ain't so much tanks with a lot of armor, but are plenty AVs and TDs with like armor. So in my opinion, the best tank, it is the Object 279 when it comes to power, raw power, armor, the gun itself, and a bit of ability. You know, you can use that hydraulic suspension or adjustable suspension. It helps a lot the tank. It's not just there for showing up. It's not so huge as a tank, it's very compact, you can get bounces from sides, even on the turrets. So my opinion is that the best tier 5 MBT premium obtainable in the game is the Object 279. Thanks for watching guys, see you next time.